Hey everybody, Alex Kazora, SteelersDepot.com, back with a Pittsburgh Steelers preview and prediction, getting ready for Week 14 between the Pittsburgh Steelers and Baltimore Ravens. Pittsburgh 5-7, in this one, Baltimore 8-4. Should be a good game. Let's talk about it. Gonna try to keep this one ultra brief because it's Steelers Ravens and these teams know each other pretty well. Some of the faces change, but the overall strategy and scheme and just general philosophy remains the same. Baltimore's offense expected to be without Lamar Jackson. Of course, that's going to be a big negative, but Tyler Huntley's cut from a similar cloth, and they're going to rely on their run game. They're going to have that multifaceted committee attack in the backfield of Gus Edwards and Justice Hill and Kenyon Drake and potentially J.K. Dobbins as well. And so they're going to be a team that's going to run a variety of things in the run game. They're going to run a lot of power. They're going to run bash, and they're going to focus on that ground attack. In terms of their pass game, they're going to have guys like Mark Andrews. He's their top weapon, and certainly, especially once Rashad Bateman went down, Andrews even more so has been their guy. He's always been their top guy, but certainly concentrated even more. They're going to run crosses. They're going to run benders. They're going to work off the play action and boots and things like that. And so I really wonder about that offensive line for Baltimore, how healthy they're going to be, if they're going to have guys like Kevin Zeiler and Ronnie Stanley as of this recording here on Saturday morning. Don't know that for sure. It seems to be those guys are playing. If they do, that'll obviously be a big boost for the Ravens. And of course, when we talk about their offense, you have to talk about the special teams and what Justin Tucker's able to do. And in so many Steelers-Ravens games that become close and down to the wire and decided and settled in the last 2 minutes of the game. When you have a guy like Tucker, it's going to be a big advantage for Baltimore. Of course, Pittsburgh appears to be getting back Chris Boswell, so that'll be a good try to match top kickers in the game. But nobody is better than Justin Tucker, and that's always an ace card for Baltimore. Baltimore's defense and Pittsburgh's rushing attack, to their credit, not taking anything away from them. The Pittsburgh Steelers rushing attack has finally found consistency and traction for the first time, really since, I would say, 2018. But this will be the ultimate challenge, and Najee Harris admitted as much when he talked about the Ravens' defense to reporters on Friday. The Ravens have, on paper, the second best run defense of the season, allowing just 3.8 yards per carry. But if you look at those even more specifically, since they acquired Roquan Smith from Chicago, they're now allowing only 2.6 yards per carry, which is easily the best mark in football. There was no better run defense in the NFL than Baltimore's. A two-gap well. They're strong at the point of attack. Calais Campbell at 36 years old, still getting the job done. They have Patrick Queen. They added Roquan Smith. Those are fast flow linebackers, take away perimeter runs, and they can shoot gaps and penetrate as well. So a really big litmus test for how good the Steelers' run game actually is. I don't expect this team to run for 200, and that's not necessarily required to win. But can you find some measure of efficiency and effectiveness and consistency, or are you going to average 3.1 yards per carry, run for 62 yards on 20 carries, whatever the numbers are, and not really do a whole lot of anything? So that's going to be the big challenge in this one. Pittsburgh's also done an unbelievably good job of taking care of the football. 4 straight games without a turnover. That is a franchise record. If they can make it 5, A, they'll probably win this game, and B, they'd be on a historic pace. I think they'd be the 6th or 7th team in NFL history to go 5 straight games without a single turnover. But Baltimore has forced 20 this year. They're aggressive, they're attacking, and they get pressure. They got 37 sacks. 15 different Ravens have at least 1 sack this year. They're a little less chaotic with the sim pressures and all the exotic looks under their new DC. Under old DC, Wink Martindale, you saw a bit more of that. But still, they're generally the same Ravens type, and they're still a really talented group. So, for my prediction, and you guys know I don't always do great here. I'm back to 500, 6-6 picking the Steeler games this season. I'm going Baltimore in this one, and the main reason for that is because of that Ravens run defense. It is so strong. Again, I give Pittsburgh all the credit and a ton of credit for the way they've improved. That is not just because it's been a more forgiving schedule. They ran well against the Colts, who had a really good run defense as well. But Baltimore, to me, is a different level. And if Pittsburgh can't run the ball effectively, then you start wondering if they can take care of the football, if they can produce big plays, if they can have the winning formula they've had since the bye. That's going to be tough. Now, Baltimore does not have Lamar Jackson, and they have some injuries as well. But I just think for Pittsburgh, they have to run the ball well. It's a little less required for Baltimore, and that's the difference in this one. So I'm going with Baltimore to win this game 17-13. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you guys watching. Let me know your score prediction. Will you take the Steelers at home or will you take Baltimore? Let me know your thoughts and why in the comments below. If you guys could like this video and subscribe to the channel, I'd appreciate that. We'll have coverage for you post-game. Again, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.